sine x and divided by x, what will be the limit of this function?
1.
Limit x, this is
0.
1.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so this is 1 when x tending to 0. That means in this case, this is your 0 by 0 case. And limit x tending to, when you say that x sine 1 by x equals to 1, then you must be limit x tending to infinity. Otherwise, limit does not exist. Otherwise, limit 0. Okay. If limit x tending to infinity, then this limit is 1. But if you have limit x tending to 0 and x sine 1 by x, then in that case limit is 0. Okay,
Okay, sir.
just see the basic formula for the definition. Okay, when you have limit 1, then just see, don't see the sin x and x, see the limit. Okay, limit is 0. Okay, you have to
Okay,
follow
sir.
the rule. Okay, otherwise this is not possible. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
যখন
any
x
doubt?
0 হবে তখন আমরা
Sir,
0,
sir,
আর ইনফিনিটি যখন
sir,
হবে তখন 1।
sir, I
What?
have lot of doubts, but I can ask in online
Just
classes, sir. We want offline doubt classes.
presently offline doubt class is not possible, you know. Okay, so
सर कुछ दिन मतलब एक दिन तो आ सकते हैं ना ऑफलाइन डाउट क्लासेस के लिए।
offline doubt class के लिए कहाँ पे करोगे बताओ?
कॉलेज यूनिवर्सिटी में
यूनिवर्सिटी में तो वैसे नहीं हो पाएगा ना, अगर किसी का
स्कूल्स
अब हो
वगैरह तो
सकता है जिस दिन
स्कूल्स वगैरह तो खुल गया सर। पर्सनली
स्कूल खुल गया लेकिन
पर्सनली
यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं खुला ना।
पर्सनली किसी
अब
को पूछना हो ऐसे।
पर्सनली अगर तुम्हें अगर पूछना हो, अगर हो सकता है उस दिन मैं ना हूँ, फिर तुम जाओगे तो फिर मैं नहीं जाऊंगा, ऐसा भी हो सकता है ना।
सर आप
अब
बता दो
ठीक
कौन
है,
सी तारीख को आएंगे, उस दिन हम लोग भी आ
ठीक है,
जाएंगे।
देखो अगर कल अगर हो सकता है तो देखना कोई। अब एक जगह पे तो सब लोग नहीं जा सकते ना, क्योंकि उसके लिए फिर जगह भी चाहिए। ठीक है,
हम्म,
क्योंकि क्लास अभी तो अलाउड नहीं हुआ ना यूनिवर्सिटी में, इसलिए प्रॉब्लम है ना। फिर भी जिसका अगर कुछ ऐसा डाउट होगा तो ट्राई करेंगे जितना हो सकता है। ठीक है,
ओके सर।
so just try to understand the basics. Okay, and follow the books. Okay, so I think in the last class we have done limits for the two variable functions. Okay, and I have given you some problems related to the limit. Have you solved them? I think I have given 4 problems related to the limit of two variables. Anyone? Have you done? Have you done that problem? किसने नहीं
नो
किया क्या?
सर, नो सर।
ट्राई भी नहीं किया? Okay. दो प्रॉब्लम दिया था कि उसका लिमिट एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर रहा है, शो करना। ठीक है, और दो प्रॉब्लम था कि वो लिमिट एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, वो दिखाना है। ठीक है, फाइंड द लिमिट एंड शो दैट लिमिट डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट। ओके, सो I think in the previous class I have shown you how to show that limit does not exist. Okay, either you have to choose some function, so y equal to mx or any type of functions uh, as per the requirement of your given functions, and also you can choose the polar forms to show that this is limit of that function is not exist. Okay, for example, I have given you an example. Okay, that limit of x y cube and x square plus y power 6. Okay, then x y tending to 0 0. You have to show that limit of this function does not exist. See that in the numerator x y cube and denominator x square y to the power 6. Okay, now you have to choose a function. Okay, in such a way that the limit of this function is a variable, okay, or a arbitrary constant. Okay, that means the limit does not exist. So just try to understand and put some functions in such a way. Okay, this is x y cube and here x square plus y power 6. Then choose x in such a way that x equals to y my cube. Okay, then put this one as limit, then x tending to 0, and what happened, x is my cube, so this will be m into y6, and in the denominator what is this,
M
m
square
square
m square y6
y6
plus
plus y6.
yes sir.
So what happened, this will be limit x tending to 0 and y to the power 6 common out, so this will be what, m upon
M divided by
1
m
plus
square.
m square.
Yes
So
sir.
here in the limit this is a constant term and this m is what, m is a arbitrary constant. So when m will change, then your limit will be changed, that this will be m upon 1 plus m square. That means your limit of this function is not fixed or not unique. So limit of a function exists when limit is unique, but this is not unique, so we can say that limit of this function does not exist at 0. Understand?
Yes sir.
তাহলে এটাই উত্তর।
Yes, this is, you have to write that you have to first choose a path. Okay, you have to move in a path. Okay, you chosen a path x equal to my cube, and you saw that limit of this function is m by 1 plus m square. Okay, that means your limit depends on a path. Okay, not independent of path. If this will gives you 0, then you can say that limit is 0. Okay, but this m is arbitrary. If you change m, value of m, then this limit will change. That means your limit is not unique. Okay,
Yes sir.
and if
তাহলে
limit
ওইখানে
is not
অঙ্কটা ছেড়ে দিতে
unique,
হবে।
then what is,
বলছি তাহলে অঙ্কটা ওইখানে ছেড়ে দিতে হবে নাকি?
then you have to write that limit is not unique, so limit does not exist. Okay, understand?
ওকে স্যার।
Yes sir.
Okay, so this is the way how we have to show that limit of this function does not exist. Okay, and I will give you another example for which limit exists. Okay, given that find in the second example limit of x y tending to 0 0, x to the power 4 plus y to the power 4 and divided upon x square plus y square. Okay, so
হ্যালো
just,
স্যার।
yes,
স্যার বলছি এটাকে মানে x ইকুয়াল টু আপনার x ইকুয়াল টু r cos থিটা আর y ইকুয়াল টু sin থিটা ধরে করেছিলাম।
yes. Then you can also show, but in that case you cannot vanish the term x equal to cos theta, r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta terms you can choose in case when in the denominator you have x square plus y square term. Okay, then you can simply common out and vanish, then that will be easier case. Okay, because in the denominator powers are not same, then you have to then easy to choose the path of like this. Okay, you can solve by using polar form also, but in this type of case that will makes you more difficulties. Okay, so
ওকে স্যার।
in this case see that x to the power 4 plus y to the power 4 and in the denominator x square plus y square. Okay, so you can simply see that in the denominator this is x square plus y square term, so you can choose a polar path here, then polar path gives you in the denominator only r square. Okay, so choose x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. Then what happened? Then your limit will be r tending to 0, and your x cos in the numerator this is r to the power 4 common out, and this is cos to the power
cos
4
theta
theta
sin
plus sin to the power 4 theta, and in the denominator what will be the case?
r square হয়ে যাবে।
In the denominator r square. Okay, so what will you get? Limit r tending to 0, and this is r square cancel out, and this will be cos to the power 4 theta plus sin to the power 4 theta. Okay, so what will be the limit? Then this limit will be gives you 0. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
in this case you can say that limit of this function exists because this limit does not depend on the theta. Okay, if this is independent, since the limit is 0, then this is independent of theta. Okay, that means this limit does not exist on the path, so you can say that limit of this function is 0. Okay, so in such a way you can show that limit exists or not exist. Okay, if you will get that in the numerator that r is vanish out and this is depends on the theta, then you can say that limit does not exist, but this is 0 because your numerator r square term. Okay, so you can say that limit of this function is exist. Okay,
স্যার বলছি তার আগে যে অঙ্কটা আছে x বাই হ্যালো স্যার
yes,
স্যার বলছি তার আগে যে অঙ্কটা আছে লিমিট xy টেন্ডস টু 0 0 xy বাই রুট ওভার x স্কয়ার প্লাস y স্কয়ার, ওটাকে
yes,
কি আমি
yes.
মানে
You can
y ইকুয়াল টু
in this
x
case
ইকুয়াল টু my
also
ধরতে পারি?
you can choose, but because you have given in the numerator x square plus y square term, so in this type of case you have easy to choose the path x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. Okay,
ওকে স্যার আর বলছি প্রথমে যে অঙ্কটা আছে আপনার মানে
yes,
এক মিনিট স্যার
2xy
দাঁড়ান
upon x plus y.
2xy বাই x প্লাস y,
Yes,
স্যার এই অঙ্কটা কি করে করব?
in this case you can choose simply y equal to mx.
ওই মানে সেম ভাবে
Choose, yes, you can choose simply y equal to mx, then your uh, terms will vanish out, and
এর উপরে যেটা আছে
2xy upon x plus y na,
হ্যাঁ স্যার ওইটা এটা
limit
এটা
x. Yes, okay, so this will be x square plus y square, I think. Okay,
আচ্ছা স্যার
2xy upon x square plus y square. Okay,
তো স্যার ওটাকে মানে
Just,
y ইকুয়াল x ইকুয়াল টু my ধরে নেব।
yes, yes, simply you can choose y equal to mx or x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, any
ঠিক আছে,
how
থ্যাংক ইউ
you can
স্যার,
show. Okay, if
থ্যাংক ইউ
you
স্যার।
choose the polar form, then you have to see that uh, limit is, if limit is depends on theta, then limit does not exist. If you choose other path, okay, then you have to show that depends on the path. Okay,
ওকে স্যার।
okay, so then today we'll start continuity for the two variable functions. Okay, so in the first variable function we know how to define limit. Okay, so now we'll define continuity for two variable functions. Continuity, okay, a function f is said to be continuous at a point a comma b if limit x comma y tending to ab f of xy equals to f of ab. That means limit of the function equals to the value of the function at that point. Okay, also we can define in other way, And what is the epsilon delta definition of a continuity in case of single variable? A function, in other words, a function f is said to continuous a comma b if for epsilon greater than 0 there exists a delta greater than 0 such that mod of fx y minus f of ab less than epsilon whenever mod x minus a less than delta and mod of y minus b less than delta. This is the epsilon delta definition of continuous function in case of two variable. Okay. Now you have to show that limit, how to show that limit a function is continuous in case of two variable. Okay. First of all, you have to show that limit of the function exists at that point, and then you have to find the value of the function at that point. Okay. So for example, investigate the continuity of continuity at 0 0 of the function fxy equals to x square minus y square then divided by x square plus y square when xy non-zero and 0 when xy equals to 0 0. Okay. So you have to find either this function is continuous at 0 0 or not. Okay. So to show that this function is continuous, first of all you need to find the limit of that function. Okay. Is the limit of this function exists at 0 0? Okay. So tell me the limit of this function exists or not?
কোনটা স্যার?
fxy equal to x square minus y square and then divided by x square plus y square. You have to show that this function is continuous or not. Okay.
Does not exist.
Okay. How will show that limit does not exist? First of all,
স্যার ওটা তো
so
ডিভাইডেড হয়ে যাবে তো স্যার।
okay, solution will be what? Given you choose a path y equal to mx or okay, then what happened? Limit x comma mx tends to 0 0 y equals to mx, then this is x square minus m square x square and divided upon x square plus m square x square, and this will gives you what? Limit x tends to 0 and this x is vanish out, so what will happen? This will be 1 minus m square and then
1 plus
divided by 1 plus a square. So what will be the limit? This limit is 1 minus m square and then divided by 1 plus m square. That means your limit is depends on the m. That means
doesn't exist.
depends on the path. Therefore, limit of this function, limit of the function does not exist. Limit does not exist. That means function is not continuous. Okay. Therefore, the function is not continuous. Okay. At 0 0. Okay. Now so that the given function fxy equals to x square y square divided upon x to the power 4 y to the power 4 when xy not equals to 0 and 0 when xy equals to 0 0. Okay, so that this function is not continuous at 0 0. Okay, so this is the homework. Okay, I have given an example how to find that this function is not continuous, and you have to solve this. Okay, then another example, so that the function fxy equals to xy upon x square square root of x square plus y square when xy non-zero and 0 when xy equals to 0 0 is continuous at 0 0. Okay, so you have to show that this function is continuous at 0 0. How will you prove this one? What will be the limit of this function? What will be the limit of this function? Okay, let x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. Okay, therefore what will we get? Limit, first of all find the limit of this function. Okay, of this function x comma y tends to 0 0, xy then divided by x square plus y square equals to limit r tends to 0. This one is r square sin theta cos theta and divided by square root of r square common out. So cos square plus sin square theta, this is 1 in the bracket. So what happened? Limit r tends to 0. This is r vanish out. So r sin theta cos theta. So what will be the limit? Limit is 0. Okay, that means limit of x comma y tending to 0 0 fxy equals to 0. That means limit of the function exists. And what is f of 0 0? F of 0 0 is given that this is also 0. That means the limit of the function and value of the function at 0 0 is equal. Therefore, hence f is continuous at 0 0. Understand?
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubt?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that the following functions are continuous at 0 0. Number 1, fxy equals to x square y square then divided upon x square plus y square when xy equals not equals to 0 0 and 0 when xy equals to 0 0. And number 2, fxy equals to x cube y cube divided by x square plus y square when xy not equals to 0 0 and 0 when xy equals to 0 0. Okay, so these are so that these functions are continuous at 0 0. So you can easily show these two examples. So
চেষ্টা করব।
any doubt? Okay, I have given an example and you can easily solve this. Okay, this is a similar examples. Okay,
ঠিক আছে করবো একটু।
okay.
স্যার বলছে
So
হোমওয়ার্ক গুলো
I
একটু
think
অন্য বাংলাতে লিখে দিলে
you
ভালো হতো
have,
না?
sorry, what happened? Try to write and I will give you the PDF copy of this one. Okay, so what is the problem? So do we next we will introduce another type of concept. Okay, so do you know partial derivative?
Yes, sir. We use delta instead of d.
Okay, delta. When you apply partial derivative,
When there is more than one variable.
more than one variable, which variable?
I have no idea, sir.
Okay, what is the difference between ordinary derivative or partial derivative? When we apply ordinary derivative and when we apply partial derivative, what is the need of partial derivative?
We don't know, sir.
Okay, so let us try to understand. Okay, the ordinary derivative are applied when you have functions of single variable. That means if you have given y equals to mx, y equals to fx as a function, okay, where x and where, in the derivative if we say that dy dx, then what we say the y and what will say x, what is the name of the x? If x is a variable, then what is the name of x? This is independent variable. Okay, because when we write a function y equals to fx, that means this y depends on x. Okay,
Yes, sir. हाँ.
that means if your x is a independent variable and your y is a dependent variable, and dependent on what? Dependent on x. Okay, so when we find a derivative of a function, then we just apply a derivative on y with respect to what? With respect to the independent variable. Derivative is always with respect to independent variable. Okay,
Yes, yes, sir.
so but if your function is not on single variable, if you have given that your function is fxy, okay, that means your z equals to fxy, that means you have more than one independent variable. Okay, then how will you define the derivative? Then you cannot simply find the derivative dz over dx here. Okay, because you have given two independent variable and you have to find a derivative with respect to independent variable. So in that case you have to introduce partial derivative. This partial means you have to choose one variable as a constant and then find the derivative with respect to the another parameter. Okay, so partial derivative is that when you have more than one independent variable, then you can apply partial derivative. Okay, so partial word meaning that you have to partially derivative find the derivative with respect to one variable. Okay, and treat other variable as a constant term. Okay, so when you if you have given that z equals to 2xy, okay, z equals to 2xy is a function and 2xy is what? Two variable function. If you have to find the partial derivative with respect to x, then what will be the derivative? If z equal to 2xy, then what is the partial derivative of this function with respect to x?
First we differentiate with respect to f, and again we
First, then if we say that partial derivative with respect to x, then del z over del x equals to minus equals to 2y.
yes, sir.
Differentiate simply with respect to x and y as a constant. Okay,
And x is variable.
and x is
Yes.
variable, and when and what is del z over del y? Del z over del y is what? 2x.
2x. Yes.
Okay, so that means when we apply partial derivative, although there are two independent variable, we simply treat this y as a constant term. Okay, and
Yes,
when
sir.
we differentiate this term with partially with respect to y, then treat x as a constant term, otherwise we cannot differentiate this one. Okay, so let us introduce another type of definition of derivative. Okay, so when we say that a function fx is differentiable at a point, okay, then what is the definition of in case of single variable? If I say that f dash a, okay, then what is the definition of this one? What is the definition in the single variable case for the derivative? Anyone remember? What is the derivative? Limit
Limit x tends to
x
a,
tending to a f of
f
x
of
plus
x
a minus
a
f of a,
divided
then
by
divided by x
x minus a.
x okay,
X minus a, sir.
sorry, this is x, this one is simply write down limit x tending to a, then
F of
fx
x
minus f
minus
of
f
a,
of
and
a
then divided upon
x
x
minus a.
minus a. Okay, this is the definition of limit. Okay,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
বুঝতে পারলাম না
this is the definition for what is the definition of derivative in the case of single variable. In case of single variable, what is the definition of derivative? I have shown in the previous class. Okay,
Yes, sir.
What is the derivative of a function in case of single variable? F dash a equals to what? Limit x tending to a fx
Blackboard.
minus fa,
by
then divided by x minus a. This is the definition.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now we'll introduce this, extend this definition in case of two variable. Okay. So you have to find a partial derivative at a point A. Okay. So partial derivatives so for partial derivative, the partial derivative at a particular point AB are denoted by the partial derivatives at a particular point AB are denoted by, these are the symbols, del f over del x at a comma b, or fx at ab. That means derivative of partial derivative of f with respect to s at ab. Fx means partial derivative of f with respect to del f over del y ab, or f of y a comma b. Okay. Now define fx ab. Okay. Fx ab is defined as limit s
सर
tending
वो
to 0.
सर df by dx के बाद ab के बाद क्या 1 है या कॉमा है वो?
ये कॉमा है, कॉमा. These two are same. Okay, these are same. और लिख दो. ठीक है. Either this or this. Okay. You can denote partial derivative of ab of the function fx at point ab either this or this. Okay, these are the symbols.
Okay.
fx ab. Okay, this is partial derivative of f with respect to x, and this is point ab. Okay.
Okay.
And this definition of the partial derivative is fx ab equals to limit h tends to 0,
Limits h tends to 0.
h tending to 0, limit of h tending to 0, f of a plus h, okay, minus comma b, f of a plus h comma b. Okay, this is a two variable function.
Yes, yes,
So
sir.
minus f of
For
ab, then divided by h. Okay, so this is nothing but simply see the definition for single variable. Okay, what is the definition for single variable? Your single, in case of single variable, you can write this one as, what is the definition? Limit x tending to a, and this is fx minus f of a divided by x minus a. Okay, that means which one is in fx and fa, and difference between this one. Okay, and in this case also, this is f of a plus h, and b is constant here, and b is constant. F of a plus h, simply treat this one as a single variable case, f of a plus h comma b minus f a b. Okay, so then divided by a plus h minus a, so this is h. Okay, so this is nothing but simply the what is in case of single variable, this is the just extension in the two variable case. So this is the fx ab, and this one is limit h tending to 0, f of a plus h comma b minus f of ab, and then divided by h. And what will be the f of y comma ab? What happened?
Repeat,
You got it?
sir. Sir.
Okay. Just of single variable. Okay. See, in case of single variable, what is the definition? Limit x tending to 0, fx minus fa, and this is x minus a. Okay. That means when you subtract fx minus fa, then in the denominator, the inside term is what? X and a, and the difference between x minus a is here. Just extend this in the two variable case. Okay, in two variable case you have two function of two variable, so just fix b. Okay,
ওখানে
and look
শুধু
at the,
দেয়া হবে
just in case of x. Okay, you have replaced this one a plus h, and this is a, and difference between a plus h minus a is h. So your partial derivative with respect to x at point ab is limit h tending to 0, f of a plus h comma b minus f of ab divided by h. Okay,
Yes, sir.
got my point? Okay,
Yes, sir.
then what will be the partial derivative with respect to y? Limit k tending to 0, f of a comma partial derivative with respect to y. That means in this case your constant term is what? X. So x is fixed. So this will be what? B plus k and minus f of ab. And what will be the in the denominator? In the denominator, b plus k minus b. That means your k. Understand? You got it?
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ স্যার বুঝতে পেরেছি।
Okay. Then this is the first order partial derivative. Now we'll introduce second order partial derivative also. So what will be the second order partial derivative? So before second order partial derivative, just try to find the derivative of some functions. Okay. If fxy equals to xy divided by x square plus y square, where xy non-zero and 0 when xy equals to 0 0, then show that both the partial derivative partial derivatives fx and fy exist at 0 0. Okay, so what will be fx at 0 0? Find out. What is fx at 0 0? What is fx at 0 0? Tell me. What is the definition at fx at 0 0? Limit h tends to 0. Limit h tends to 0, then what is f of a plus h0? A is what? H0. That means this is 0 plus h and 0 minus f of 0 0, then divided by h, and this one is what? Limit h tends to 0, and f of h0 is what? What is f of h0?
F of a- F of H. F of H
This is f of h comma 0 minus f of 0
minus
0
F of 0 0
divided by
by
h. And what is f of h comma 0? F of xy is what? This one when xy non-zero, and f of h0 means this is 0, and f of 0 0 is also 0, so this is 0 and divided by h. So what is fx at 0 0? This is 0.
0.
Okay. Now what is f of y at 0 0? F of y at 0 0 is limit k tending to 0 f of 0 comma
0 plus k, 0 comma
0
0
plus
plus k.
k minus f of 0 0
0 0
then
by
divided by k.
K.
So this one is limit k tending to 0
0
f of
f
0
f
comma
0
k
k
f of
minus
0
f 0
0. Okay, that means this is 0, limit k tending to 0, f of 0 k is 0 and this is 0 divided
so
k.
without
So
0.
that means f of x 0 and f of y 0 both are 0. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So then if fxy equals to x square minus xy divided by x plus y, when xy non-zero and 0 when xy equals to 0 0, then find fx at 0 0 and fy at 0 0. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So these two are homework. Okay. Now we'll define higher order derivatives. Okay. So higher order partial derivatives. Okay. So the second order partial derivatives are the second order partial derivatives at AB are denoted by del 2 f over del x2 AB or f of x f of double x. Okay, this is second order derivative at AB, and also del
D2
2
by dy2 square.
del 2 f del x del y at AB or f of xy at AB. Okay, and also del 2 f del y2 at AB or f of yy at AB. These are the second order partial derivatives with respect to x, xy or y at point AB. Okay. So now find the definition of fxx at AB. Okay. Now definition of fxx at AB. Okay. This one is limit. So what will be the limit of what will be the definition of fxx at AB? Can you say? Limit h tending to 0. So this must be when we apply first derivative. Okay, then what is the definition? Fx at AB equals to what? Fx at AB. What is fx at AB? See the previous page. What is fx at AB?
F of A minus F of
F
B
of
upon
A
B.
minus F of
f
A
of A plus h comma b minus f of AB then divided by h. Okay.
Yes,
Now
sir,
you
yes.
have to find f of double x at AB. Then what will be here? Then this will be fx at A plus h comma b minus fx at AB then divided by h. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So now what will be f of yy at AB? This will be limit of k tending to 0, and this will be f of y,
Plus A plus
a comma b plus k
A comma B plus K
minus f of
F
y,
of
a comma b then divided by k. This is f of yy at AB. Okay. So now this is fxx and this is fyy. Now what will be f of xy at AB? What will be f of xy at AB? Limit. In this case, you are try to find partial derivative of fx, and this will applied on f of y. Okay. So this will be h tending to 0 since you are differentiating with respect to x and to the function y. So this will be f of y, and then this will be a plus h comma b. Okay, minus f of y, a comma b, then divided by h. Is it okay?
सर तो ये समझ में नहीं आया एफ एक्स वाई वाला
कौन सा fxy? Okay, just try to
Yes, sir, last
understand
one.
the definition. Okay, when you are differentiating, limit is on what? When you fxy means you are differentiating this function. This means what? Del 2f over del x del y. That is the meaning of this one.
Yes, sir.
So how can you write this one? Del over del x into del f over del y. This is the meaning.
Yes.
Okay, that means you are partially differentiating the function del f over del y. That means this is f of y. Okay, so you already differentiated function with respect to y. Now you are applying derivative with respect to x at a point AB on the function del f over del y. That is why this is f of y. Okay, since we
Okay,
are
sir.
applying derivative with respect to x on fx,
Sir,
so
what if
this is fx.
we write f y x a comma b?
Then that will be another case. So do you understand this one?
Yes, sir. Understand.
F of xy is this one. Now f of yx. So what is f of yx? So now in this case you are applying partial derivative of function with respect to y on a function fx. Okay, that means in this case what will be limit? Limit will be k tending to 0 because you are partially differentiating with respect to k. That's why your limit will be on k. So this will be f of x
A B
a
plus
comma
B
b
plus
plus k, and then this will be f of x comma a b, and then divided by k. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, just try to understand the basics of the definition. Okay, if you understand the first order derivative or this two one, then there is no problem. Okay, if you have any doubt in the definition, then you can ask me, otherwise you cannot solve the problems. Okay, if anybody has any problem in the definition of this derivative, then you can ask me, otherwise later you cannot solve any problems. Okay, no doubt. So now can you say in that del 2f over del x del y and del 2f over del y del x, these are same or equal or not equal?
Sir, they are not equal.
Okay,
So they are not equal.
they may be equal or may not equal. Okay,
Okay, sir.
they are may be equal but or may not be equal. Okay, so let f of xy equals to xy into x square minus y square divided by x square plus y square when xy not equal to 0 0 and 0 when xy equals to 0 0, and so that f of xy not equal to f of yx. Okay, you have to show that fxy not equal to fyx at 0 0. So to find this, first of all you have to find fxy at 0 0. And what is f of xy at 0 0? Tell me. Limit h tending to 0,
So
f of y 0 plus h comma 0 minus f of y 0 0, then divided by h. So now find out f of y at 0 0. Now what is f of y 0 0? F of y 0 0 is what?
limit
K
k
tending
x
to 0,
0
f
f
of
of x
0 comma k minus f of 0 0, then divided by k, and f of 0 k is what? 0. So this one will be gives you what? 0. Okay, now what is f of y at h comma 0? Because you need f of y at h comma 0. So what will be f of h comma 0? What is f of h comma y h comma 0? K tending to 0. Then what is this one? F of h comma 0 plus k. That means k minus f of h comma 0. Then divided by
k.
k. Now what is f of hk? Limit k tending to 0. What is f of hk? Hk is given xy in f of xy is what? Xy into x square minus y square divided by x square plus y square. So xy is replaced by h comma k here. So this is h k into h square minus k square and divided by k into h square plus k square, and f of h comma 0 is 0. Okay, so what will be the limit? When k tending to 0, this k vanishes out, and the k vanishes out, h square vanishes out. This will be what? Limit k tending to 0, h into h square minus k square and divided by h square plus k square. Then if we apply k tending to 0, then this k is 0, this k is 0, and h square cancel out. So this will be what? H. Okay, so therefore f of y00 is 0 and f of y0 is h. So therefore f of xy at 00 is what? Limit h tending to 0, and f of yh0 is what? H from here, and minus f of y0 is 0 and divided by h. So this is what? This one is 1. That means f of xy00 is 1. So what will be f of yx at 00? Can you find out? What is f of yx at 00 according to the definition? Limit k tending to 0, and this one, what is this one? F of x 0 comma 0 plus k minus fx at 00. Just apply the definition. Okay, and this is k. Now find f of x at 0 comma k. Now what is f of x comma 0 comma k? At 0 k is what? Limit h tending to 0, and this one is what? F of h comma k minus f of 0 k, then divided by h. So this one is limit h tending to 0. F of hk is what? Hk into h square minus k square divided by h into h square plus k square, and f of 0 k is 0. So what will be the term? H tending to 0, h cancelled out, and k into h square minus k square, and then divided by h square plus k square. If h tending to 0, then h tending to 0 cancel out, and this is minus k square and minus k square cancel out, and this is equal to minus k. Minus k.
স্যার
Okay.
ওই উপরে
Now
স্যার বুঝতে পারছি হ্যালো
what happened? Yes.
স্যার নিচ থেকে 3 নম্বর লাইনে এইচ স্কয়ার মাইনাস কে স্কয়ার বাই এইচ স্কয়ার প্লাস কে স্কয়ার ওই লাইনটা ওটা বুঝতে পারছি না
Now this one is what? Simply put the value of f of hk here,
আমি বুঝতে পারছি না স্যার।
and f of 0 k. What happened? Where is the doubt? Here, just see here, what is your f of hk? F of hk is what? F of xy is given xy into x square minus y square divided by x square plus y square. So just simply replace xy by hk, then you will get this one.
এই আছে ঠিক আছে
Okay.
ঠিক
Okay, then now simplifying we'll get f of x h 0 comma k as minus k. Okay,
ওকে ওকে
now what is f of x at 0 0? What is f of x at 0 0?
লিমিট h টেন্ডস টু 0
h tend to 0,
f
f
of
of
h plus
h comma 0
h comma 0
minus f of 0 0, then divided by h, and f
H.
of 0 0 is what? 0. So this
Zero.
will also 0.
0.
Now what is f of yx at 0 0? This is limit k tending to 0. F of 0 k is what? Minus k.
Minus
So
k.
minus k minus 0 then divided by k, and this
K.
is what? Minus 1.
Plus 1.
Okay, therefore f of xy at 0 0 is not equal to f of yx at 0 0.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so in this case fxy and f of yx is not 0 0. So is this always true? There are some conditions when fxy and fyx are equal. Okay, so we'll try to derive that theorem when fxy and fyx are equal. Okay, sufficient condition for equality of fxy and fyx. So this is a theorem called Young's theorem. Young's theorem. This theorem tells us when fxy and fyx are equal. Okay, if fx and fy are both differentiable at a point AB, then fxy at AB equals to f of yx at AB. Okay, that means when your fx and fy, that is first partial derivative with respect to x and first partial derivative with respect to y are differentiable in the point AB, then these two functions fxy and fyx are equal at AB. Okay, this is the sufficient condition for equality of these two partial derivatives. Okay, so you got it. Now we'll do some examples. Okay, for related to partial derivatives. If u equals to log of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xy z 3xyz, then show that del x plus del y plus del z square u equals to minus 9 divided by x plus y plus z square. Okay, if u is given that log of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, then you have to show that this is equals to minus 9 by x plus y plus z square. Okay, can you solve this?
যে ইয়াংস থিওরেম যেটা আছে
Sorry, বলো, what about Young's theorem?
ইয়াংস থিওরেম যেটা দেখালেন ওটাতে মানে ওই সূত্রে বের করতে হবে তো অঙ্কটা।
কি হলো? just write down the Young's theorem. Okay, proof is not in your course. Okay, proof is not in your course. Okay, just remember the Young's theorem. Okay, what is the condition for equality of two partial derivatives? Okay, just remember the statement.
Okay, sir.
Okay, just try to solve this on. We have given u equals to log of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Okay, then what is del u over del x? What is del u over del x? Can you solve this?
আর 1 বাই কোটাটা
1 বাই পুরোটা হবে তারপরে x
Del u del x, that means
1 বাই
1
পুরোটা
by
হবে দিয়ে আবার
by
x
x
cube
cube
plus
x
y
cube plus
cube
y cube
plus
plus
z
z
cube
cube
minus
minus
3xyz. Then derivative of this term,
ওপর হবে 3x স্কয়ার
that is 3x
3x
square
3x স্কয়ার
minus
y কিউব
0
dy dx
3yz.
minus 3 yz. Yes, sir.
Okay,
3y
Yes, sir.
3x স্কয়ার
3x square minus
3yz.
3yz. Okay,
Yes, sir.
then derivative of this one with respect to this del u over del y is what? X cube plus y cube
Plus
plus
z cube
z cube
minus
minus
3xyz.
xyz. Then this one is
3y square
3y square
প্লাস
minus 3
minus
মাইনাস
3
3x
minus 3
xz.
xz
xz.
3x 3x
xz. Okay,
3x
then del u over del z, del u over del z equals to, in the denominator, same terms,
x cube
Sir,
plus
x
x
cube
cube plus
plus
y cube plus
plus
z cube minus 3xyz. Then in the
yes,
numerator 3z square minus 3xy. Okay,
okay
now
okay, sir.
if you add all these three terms, then what will you get? Adding
सर न्यूमरेटर में
Okay.
सेम रहेगा सब सर न्यूमरेटर
get
सेम रहेगा सर डिनोमिनेटर
del
सेम
u
रहेगा
over del x plus
प्लस
del u over del y plus del u
del
over
u by
del
del
z
z is equal
equals
to
to, in the
डिनोमिनेटर सेम रहेगा
denominator all the terms are same, x cube
सेम
plus
रहेगा यस सर
y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Okay,
यस
and
सर
what will be in the numerator?
3x square
3x square
plus
okay
3y square plus 3z square
plus
minus 3
3y square plus 3z square,
yes
and
sir
then
so minus
minus,
3yz xy and
so that means your
zy
3 is common out.
yes sir
Okay, 3 is common out. So what will be this term? X square
x square
plus y
plus
square
y square plus z
plus
square
z square
minus
minus
3yz
xy minus xy
and yz
minus yz minus what? xz.
yes sir
Okay, so
মাইনাস y z ঠিক আছে
okay,
yes sir in numerator x minus y
x
minus
cube
z
plus y
whole
cube
square
plus z cube minus this one.
মাইনাস 3xy z
Okay, so
ঠিক
what can you write from this one?
রাইট রাইট
What can you write from this one? Is there any relation between x plus y cube or x cube plus y cube? Is there any relation between x cube plus y cube plus z cube and x plus y cube? X plus y plus z cube. Is there any relation?
স্যার উপরেটা হবে x কিউব প্লাস x প্লাস y প্লাস z কিউব।
Okay. And in the numerator, in the denominator, what will be the term? Just see this term, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. What is this term? Okay. I will write final result. You try to find this one, 3x plus yz. How will you get this one? Okay, this is your basics mathematics. Okay, how you will get from this to this term? Okay, this is your numerator, this is your denominator. You will get this term. Okay, then you have to find how to get this term. Okay, so now we have to show that del x plus del y plus del z square into u equals to something. Okay, so now del x plus del y plus del z
dy x plus y plus z
square u.
এটা কি করে বুঝলাম না স্যার?
What happened?
3 by
This
x
will
plus
gives you 3 by x plus y plus z. Okay, now we have to get how we will get this one. Okay, this is okay. You have to get this one. Okay, this is your basic mathematics. You have to say how this term will get.
सर
Now
-9 सर स्क्वायर करेंगे तो -9 कैसे आएगा सर? वो माइनस, हेलो
okay.
सर।
Now first of all you concentrate on this one. Okay, so this is del x plus del y plus del z into square into u. So now can you write this one as this is square term, so one term is here del x plus del y plus del z, and another term is inside del u over del x plus del u over del z plus del u over, sorry, this is del u over del y,
y
this is
হবে।
del u over del z. Okay, so now this is del x plus del y plus del z, and this term is what? This term is 3 upon x plus
x
y
plus
plus z. Okay, now differentiate this with respect to x, with respect to y, and with respect to z, then add these three terms. What will give? -3 divided by x plus y plus z square, then -3 divided by x plus y plus z square, then -3 divided by x plus y plus z square, and adding this we will get -9 divided by x plus y plus z square. Okay, just you have to got
सर ये
how
कैसे,
will
सर ये
get this one.
सर ये कैसे आया ये वाला?
দেখতে
Which
পাচ্ছি
one?
না হ্যাঁ, ইউটিউব पे তুমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি না।
सर ये d by dx plus d by dy plus d delta by delta z into 3 by x by z, ये वाला पार्ट।
This one. You have not, you have to find this one. Okay, so this is a del x plus del y plus del z square term into u. So you just separate these two term. Okay, then u will be inside, and this is del u del x. How you will write del, if you have del u over del x? Okay, then you can write this del x into u. I just simply put u inside. You can write this one like this: del x plus del y plus del z into this one del x another term, and then inside u, and just put in u inside one term, and keep one term outside. Okay, and your this term is given 3 by x plus y plus z. Is there any doubt? Any doubt here?
ছোট স্কয়ার আছে কিন্তু আপনি একটা নিলেন কেন?
Square term can be written as,
স্যার বলছি ওটা
if
স্কয়ার
you
আছে,
have
বাট
given,
একটা ধরলেন কেন?
yes,
হ্যালো স্যার,
this is a square term, so one term is here.
লাস্ট আগলা লাইনে
This
বুঝতে
is a
পারছি।
square term, so this is a one term and this is a one term. If you get u outside, then this term is another term. This is u outside u, so I just put u inside one term.
ইয়েস স্যার, ইয়েস।
Okay,
স্যার
okay.
লাস্ট লাইনটা বুঝতে
ঠিক আছে
পারছি
ঠিক
না।
আছে
ওকে স্যার, ওকে ওকে।
তো লাস্ট লাইনটা কি
So now,
মাইনাস 3
now this term is given as 3 by x plus y
ঠিক আছে
plus z. This is given.
ওকে হ্যাঁ
Okay,
ঠিক
we
আছে
already find out this term. This is now we have to differentiate partially with respect to x, with respect to y, with
Mohammed
respect to
Razul,
z.
turn off your mic.
Okay,
ix
স্যার
y z
লাস্ট লাইনে বুঝতে
understand? Now simply differentiate this function with respect to x, y, and z and add them.
স্যার ওকে ওকে ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে
Okay. So if u equals to 3 times lx plus my
my plus
plus
z
nz
nz
square
nz
minus x square plus y square plus z square and l square plus m square plus n square equal to 1, and then so that del 2u del x square plus del 2u del y square
all 2 square all 2 plus del 2
del 2u del z square equals to 0. Okay, u equals to 3 times lx plus my plus nz square minus x square plus y square plus z square and l square plus m square plus n square equal to 1, then so that del 2u del x square plus del 2u del y square plus del 2u del z square equals to 0. Okay,
ওকে স্যার এবারে হোক x এর সাপেক্ষে
okay. So this is your homework. Okay,
ওটা হোমওয়ার্ক
सर आज के लिए रहने
Yes.
दीजिए इतना ही।
नहीं थोड़ा और पढ़ लो, फिर तुम लोग का एग्जाम का डेट भी आ गया ना।
सर लेकिन इतना ही सर पढ़ने में नहीं बनता, होमवर्क कर करके परेशान रहता है, इतना सारा चैप्टर है।
आवाज आ रहा है?
यस सर आ रहा है।
हाँ, तुम लोगों की बात भी शायद सुन लिया, बिजली भी चला गया। चलो तो फिर आज ट्राई करो, ठीक है, जितना होमवर्क दिया। और क्या हुआ, कुछ बोल रहे हो क्या?
তো এটা বাড়ি কাজ
नो सर।
हाँ, दिस इज होमवर्क। ओके,
यस ठीक
तो
আছে
तुम लोगों का एग्जाम 20 तारीख से स्टार्ट होगा ना?
यस सर। सर क्वेश्चन किस टाइप के आएंगे जो आप देते हैं एग्जांपल्स में, वही सब ना?
एग्जाम्पल्स वगैरह जो दे रहे हैं और फिर फाइनली वो सब जितना भी दे रहे हैं ना, वो सब हाथों हाथ करते रहना, ठीक है। और बुक्स वगैरह
ओके
में
सर।
इधर उधर देखना, ठीक है, एग्जाम्पल। ओके, तो करते रहना।
স্যার স্যার
कुछ
আমাদের
बताया कितने नंबर का एग्जाम होगा?
सर 80 मार्क्स का होगा सर।
80 का होगा।
हाँ सर।
মার্কস হবে আর 20 আমার
20 मार्क्स तो सर।
चलो कोई नहीं, जैसा भी होगा वो जिस हिसाब से हो रहा है
हेलो
वैसे करते रहो।
सर क्वेश्चंस
ठीक है
वगैरह गाइड कर दीजिएगा, डर लगता है कैसा क्वेश्चन आएगा,
ठीक है, तुम लोग
क्योंकि टाइम
पढ़ते
पे
रहो,
भी
ठीक है।
प्रिपरेशन हो
फाइनली
नहीं पा रहा है।
फाइनली तुम लोगों को फाइनली को कुछ क्वेश्चंस वगैरह बाद में दे देंगे, ठीक है, कुछ
ओके सर,
मॉडल
सर
वगैरह।
नोट्स बताते बताते सबका इकट्ठा करते करते टाइम ही नहीं बचता,
हाँ, करना तो पड़ेगा, फिर भी क्या
क्योंकि
कर
सर
सकते हो बताओ।
मैकेनिक्स का, इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स का, थर्मोडायनामिक्स का तो अच्छे से
अभी
पढ़ाई भी
ऐसा
नहीं
है कि
होता है,
अब
खुद से पढ़ना
तुम लोगों
पड़ता
का
है।
टाइम बहुत कम था ना, क्लास इतना लेट स्टार्ट हुआ है, सिलेबस इतना ज्यादा है,
अच्छा सर,
सर
पढ़ते कौन जी कैसे
तो,
पढ़ते हो?
तो थोड़ा
मैं
मेहनत
सर
करना पड़ेगा।
परीक्षा हुए।
क्या हुआ?
हेलो, मार्च से कोई था की परीक्षा हुए?
शेड्यूल देखा नहीं है तुम लोगों को? दिया हुआ था ना किसी ने ग्रुप में,
यस, हाँ सर,
शायद 20 तारीख से शायद स्टार्ट होगा। अब तुम लोगों का किसका कब होगा वो तो शेड्यूल आया नहीं है,
ये सर
जो
20
रूटीन।
20 से है होने वाला शायद।
हाँ, तो एग्जाम का जब शेड्यूल आएगा तब पता चल जाएगा कब किसका होगा, ठीक है। लेकिन साथ साथ करते रहना, ठीक है,
हम्म।
क्योंकि बाद में इतना टाइम नहीं मिलेगा। जितना हो सकता है जब क्लास में जितना हो रहा है साथ साथ चलते रहो, ठीक है। फिर अभी तो पहला यूनिट ही चल रहा है, तो पहला यूनिट हो जाएगा तो फिर बाद में दूसरा यूनिट, पहला यूनिट का अब शायद और कुछ क्लास लगेगा। अब नेक्स्ट टाइम तुम लोगों का कब है? मंडे ट्यूसडे को है ना? ट्यूसडे, अच्छा। नेक्स्ट वीक में सैटरडे संडे क्लास दे सकते हो?
सर
यस
पर
सर।
सीआर बताएगा कैसा।
ठीक है, चलो, उससे पहले तो 2 दिन क्लास है, पहले वो क्लास करते हैं, ठीक है। जो ट्यूसडे और थर्सडे का जो क्लास है पहले वो करते हैं, ठीक है।
ठीक है सर,
उसके
ठीक है,
बाद फिर डिसाइड कर
ओके
लेंगे
सर।
उस टाइम पे जो भी होगा, ठीक है ना।
ठीक है सर, बाय।
ओके, ठीक है। फिर कोई अगर डाउट है तो बोलो, नहीं तो फिर ठीक है।
ओके सर।
ओके, ठीक है फिर।